In today's video, we're going to check out the top 5 best gaming phones in 2019. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To find out more information about these phones, you can check out the description below. At number 5, it's the Xiaomi Pocophone F1. Xiaomi is still building its name and reputation in the Western world. It's looking to throw more and more models in different price ranges. The company excels in selling budget phones with high capabilities due to its no more than 5% profit from each phone. Each device seems to outperform its counterparts in the same price range. The best example of this is the Xiaomi Pocophone F1, giving you the best value that you can get from that price tag with premium components and high power specs for games. To keep it in a budget price point, Pocophone has pulled a few tricks out of the hat to decrease the costs while still providing an overperforming phone. One of those tricks is eliminating some design features such as glass back design and metal frames. Instead, the Pocophone F1 features a plastic polycarbonate body, but it's assembled in such a way that you'll also get a lot of style and durability at the same time. The screen comes in 6.18-inch Full HD Plus with 2246 by 1080 resolution. The IPS LCD panel offers impressive brightness and sharp colours. Despite featuring an extended 18.7:9 aspect ratio, the Pocophone F1 is a slightly wide device. Overall, the screen is amazing for its price tag, to the point that it can go head-to-head with flagship phones. Performance-wise is where this phone shines. At the price point of a budget phone, the Pocophone F1 shouldn't be giving us a flagship processor, and yet it does. It comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 with 6GB of RAM. We see the company's strategy here, offering the most performance with low prices without the end product coming out as cheap. In the benchmarking app, Antutu Pocophone F1 landed results within the top 10 highest scoring devices. Gaming is extraordinarily smooth and it's a solid experience. It carries a 4000 mAh battery and it's guaranteed to not make you regret your lunch break gaming sessions. It'll surely last a day in heavy use and 2 days with moderate use. While the camera is not superb, it's expected that the phone will have some disadvantages. It's still one of the best smartphones for games. At number 4, it's the Xiaomi Black Shark. Gaming smartphones have somehow found a place in the already contested market, and manufacturers have started to produce smartphones specifically for that purpose. One of these is the Xiaomi Black Shark. It's one of the best out there with its ergonomic design, high performance, build quality and display, and with the included gamepad, it's a dream come true. The Xiaomi Black Shark's design is pretty oblivious and bold. It rocks the gamer aesthetic throughout its body, and it definitely feels good in the hands. It has a black body with some green lines and accents scattered throughout its chassis. On the back, it's built with metal and glass parts, where you can also locate the dual cameras, 12 megapixel and 20 megapixel, an LED flash, and the logo with texture around it. The front is pretty basic with a fingerprint reader on the bottom and 20 megapixel front camera on the top bezel. With its flashy design, it'll please every gamer. The 5.99-inch IPS LCD panel has a resolution of 2160 by 1080 pixels and a screen ratio of 18:9. Thanks to its IPS LCD display, it's able to provide good color accuracy with extremely inky deep blacks that make the experience amazing. While not the most impressive display, because of its warm color temperatures, the panel is great for gaming with popping colors that provide an immersive experience. It's also worth stating that the screen can get very bright, measuring at 560 nits. Performance-wise, the device rocks a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 CPU with 6GB of RAM and 64GB storage, which can be upgraded. In the graphics department, it's packed with an Adreno 630 GPU. It utilizes the specs to their max and provides a fast and smooth gaming experience with no lags whatsoever. It also features the Extreme mode, which when turned on maximizes the processor clock speeds for better performance. This goes along with the device's unique cooling system, which reduces the temperatures by 8 degrees Celsius by comparison to traditional methods. Combined with its great battery life, amazing camera and attractive price, this high-performance device is attractive even for non-gamers, but for gamers, it's near perfect. At number 3, it's the OnePlus 6T. With an amazing set of features such as the end-to-end display, great performance, both face recognition and on-screen fingerprint scanner, and dual SIM features, the OnePlus 6T is one of the best smartphones for gaming and for general use as well. You could say that these are features present on most high-end phones, but none of them have the mid-range price of the OnePlus 6T. The device follows the footsteps of its 6T origins and doesn't wander far in terms of design, which is a pretty good thing. It's slightly bigger and heavier thanks to its larger screen, but other than that the changes are minimal. The Midnight Black model I've had my hands on is pretty gorgeous with its matte black curved 3D glass rear. It'll really feel good in your palm, but you can't secure a very firm grip, and it is a fingerprint and dust magnet. Other than that, there are no negatives about the design. The OnePlus 6T has a pretty large 6.4-inch AMOLED panel with 2340 by 1080 resolution that's slightly taller than most. It gives a near edge-to-edge display experience with the front camera featuring a dewdrop notch. It's very cleverly and intuitively placed with function and aesthetics in mind. It may not be as rich and bright as the top high-end phones, but the display is great, with great color accuracy and 405 nits of brightness at its max, making it great for gaming. It's worth mentioning that the fingerprint scanner is incorporated into the screen and works both flawlessly and in a quick manner. It has flagship performance for half the price. The OnePlus 6T is packed with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 CPU with 8GB of RAM, and for storage you have two options, 128GB and 256GB. In synthetic benchmark tests, the OnePlus 6T has excelled and was competing head-to-head with high-end flagship phones. It even surpassed some of them. To aid the performance, it utilizes the latest version of the Oxygen OS, which makes the system more accurate, fast, and efficient. You'll notice instantly that it runs smoothly with every game. A truly amazing device that'll provide you fun and productivity. At number 2, it's the Razer Phone 2. Razer has been one of the first and best in mobile gaming industry thanks to its experience in producing amazing gaming PCs, laptops, and peripherals that have dominated the industry. After the original Razer phone, Razer has updated and refined its original design with a better screen, up-to-date performance, and better build quality for the Razer Phone 2. When you first look at the Razer Phone 2, you won't get that gamer vibe, which I actually appreciate a lot. It looks very minimal, elegant, and very sophisticated. The rear is made with a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 that houses the Razer logo that glows with a chroma lighting that can be customized to your preference. It's streamlined and beautiful, and on top of it you can find the dual 12-megapixel cameras and the LED flash. The sides of the phone are constructed from a black CNC aluminium that's special to Razer. On the front you'll find two speakers and an 8-megapixel camera on the top left. Overall, the device is designed with excellence, but it's a little heavy at 7.8 ounces compared to its competition. The Razer Phone 2 has a 5.72-inch UltraMotion LCD IGZO panel with a resolution of 2560 by 1440 and a refresh rate of 120Hz. It provides a very smooth experience for gaming thanks to its UltraMotion technology that syncs the display's refresh rate with the GPU's, providing breathtaking gaming experiences. Color-wise, it's not as impressive as a Super AMOLED panel, but it can handle itself pretty well with a good amount of colors that are a little washed out at times, but can achieve an impressive brightness of 492 nits. The speakers use the Dolby Atmos software and the Razer algorithms to provide the best audio experience for an immersive gaming experience that works really well. It's packed with 2.8 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 CPU with 8GB of RAM and 64GB of storage and the Adreno 630 GPU. These specs, together with its impressive 120Hz UltraMotion screen, provide one of the best gaming performances you can find in the market, excelling in every aspect. Along with its decent battery life and cameras, the Razer Phone 2 offers a great gaming package. And at number 1, it's the Asus ROG Phone. The Asus Republic of Gamers is known for producing amazing gaming machines, but I couldn't predict that it could produce such a powerful gaming smartphone, the most powerful and the best in the market, hands down. Thanks to its overclocked CPU, amazingly bright OLED display, great audio and countless more gaming calibrated features, the Asus ROG Phone is the most attractive gaming phone. Built from a mix of metal and glass, this phone leans in more of a gamer look and is designed for that purpose only. It's very bold and daring. Some may call it aggressive and outlandish, but gamers like it, and the Asus ROG pleases their main consumers. On the back of the device you'll find a Corning Gorilla Glass space grey sheet that's interesting with its angled lines. Every detail on the back has some kind of angle and forms parallelograms in the big picture. The back also houses the dual 12-megapixel cameras and the fingerprint scanner right below it. The Asus ROG Phone has a 6-inch AMOLED panel that's very sharp thanks to its 2160 by 1080 resolution. The panel is also very sturdy and durable due to its Corning Gorilla Glass build. The brightness and the colour on this screen are remarkable. It's better than some of the Super AMOLED panels. The image was amazingly detailed and the colours were vibrant. It's managed to reproduce 233.6% of the sRGB colour gamut, a breathtaking number. It's averaged a maximum brightness of 538 nits, one of the best displays not only in the gaming smartphones, but for gamers it has a refresh rate of 90 Hz. The ROG phone rocks a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 CPU with 8GB of RAM. Processor is overclocked to support a clock speed of 2.96 GHz in all 4 of its cores. The Adreno 630 GPU also works amazingly, and the phone has excelled in every synthetic benchmark test that you can put your hands on. Gaming on this phone was very smooth, and thanks to its performance, it'll be relevant for years to come. The absolute best gaming smartphone. You'll never be disappointed by the Asus